Can you remember a time when you've said a little too much, a little too soon? How about when that really cute guy finally asked you out on a date? You can't remember if it was the nerves or a lapse in judgment, but you filled him in on the time you almost went to jail. He now won't answer your texts or calls. Oops. We've all had those times where we've disclosed too much information early on in a relationship. Society deems these exchanges as inappropriate and too intimate. Fortunately, the social penetration theory acts as a guide on how to appropriately go about developing healthy, functioning relationships in the future. Author M. Griffith skillfully highlights the ins and outs of the social penetration theory in the text, A First Look at Communication Theory. It's important to understand every individual has a different personality structure. Imagine a personality structure to resemble an onion. Onions have layers, as do human personalities. Outer layers of personalities contain one's appearance, where they are from, and other surface-level attributes. Deeper layers contain values, beliefs, and attitudes. Deeper layers are heavily protected to make certain an individual does not feel vulnerable. Social penetration, or the act of developing intimate connections with another individual, is achieved through self-disclosure. Self-disclosure is when an individual shares personal information with another. Without self-disclosure, relationships remain generic and superficial and never have the potential of achieving intimacy. The process of self-disclosure has different features, including depth and breadth. The depth of penetration determines the degree of intimacy in a relationship. The breadth of penetration shows the different areas disclosure takes place in one's life. Relationships don't necessarily have to have both features. For example, John could be very open about his girlfriend, however, never disclose that his father is an alcoholic. This depicts depth without breadth. On the other hand, when you ask someone, "Hey, how are you?" this represents breadth without depth. 4 observations have been noted to extend depth and breadth in a relationship. First, 2 parties will exchange exterior information more often than private information. Second, self-disclosure is reciprocal. For example, if I tell my friend about my family, in turn they will open up about theirs to an extent. Self-disclosure in this stage needs to be gradual and orderly. Third, in the early stages of a relationship, social penetration is rapid, but as the inner layers are reached, penetration slows down quickly. Fourth, deep penetration is when a relationship enters a withdrawal phase. Relationships suffer when individuals close off areas of discussion that were once open. In essence, the social penetration theory is very useful to know